Greetings everyone, this is Kevin Orosz. In this video, I'm going to be talking into the lover archetype as it exists in the masculine and how this archetype is essential and incredibly important for the whole man to create a powerful experience in his relationships, in his purpose, career, and in his physical body and emotional regulation. So the lover is one of the four archetypes, and it's a very important archetype for man, the masculine, to master, because it governs that emotional intelligence. It governs intimacy and feeling connected, not just with the feminine, both within him and as a partner, but with all of life. So nature itself, this is the archetype that allows the man to feel Gaia, feel the living kingdoms of life, the plants, the animals, the earth, the soil, the rocks, the minerals, the air, the oceans, the rivers, all of it. So it's very dangerous when a man becomes disconnected from the lover because he's unable to enjoy life itself. He's unable to enjoy the pleasures like food and sex and a walk in nature and playing music and writing poetry and playing with children or animals. The lover archetype is the part of man that is the good father, is the good king and partner in the relationship. It's also the good brother. Love towards other men is extremely important as well. And this is something our culture has shamed relentlessly, is male contact and male intimacy, at least in the mainstream. And so the lover archetype is going to be also where a man's creativity is unleashed. This is where great art and poetry lives. This is where dance and song, instruments, sculpture, dance that is improvised, dance that is very formal, art that is completely ecstatic, and art that is hyper creative and organized to structure and send a message. All of it falls into that lover category of feeling that heart meridian energy and sharing it through the mediums of art, the various media that man has access to. And it was often said in ancient times that a man who cannot play music or sing or have some art form, dance well, he also doesn't make a good warrior or a good leader. And so this is a part of the masculine that is resurrecting, which is the celebration of the more sensitive, the more artistic, the creative and intimate parts of a man's imagination and heart. So the lover archetype is extremely important for men to access intimacy, obviously. And it allows a man to break down and dissolve barriers. So many men, as you know today, and you don't have to look very far to find them, are wearing lots of armor. Whether it's verbal armor, it's a physical armor in their body, somatically stored, or it's intellectual armor. So they're trying not to feel something, which in many cases, in the case of the warrior, which sits across from the lover on the archetypal wheel, that makes a lot of sense. However, when you're not on the battlefield, when you're not in the boardroom, when you're not on the sales floor, when you're not trekking through the wilderness, and you're at home with your lover, with your child, with your villagers, it's important to be able to dissolve those boundaries and let love in. And the masculine heart has that inner feminine of wanting to let love in and let it heal and break down barriers in his life to creativity, fulfillment, and true emotional intelligence. If this video has been impactful for you and you're resonating with what I'm speaking into, please share it. Leave a comment below about how you relate to the lover archetype. And thank you so much for going on this journey with me. Next up, of course, is the king.